Hi, I'm Sarah Hadfield and I'm a GP, and I've been training in various mind, body and psychological approaches, weaving them into my clinical work with patients since about 2004. And there are so many ways in which the connection between the mind and the body has a direct influence on physical health. And the most obvious ways that this connection really manifests itself in terms of health are through the nervous system, through our emotions, and through our behavior. Firstly, it's the nervous system that allows this seamless interaction between mind and body to take place, the complex coordinator of everything human. How the nervous system responds to stress is absolutely key to understanding from a scientific perspective, one way in which the mind can have such a powerful influence over all of our biological processes. Because our stress response doesn't only occur in response to threats that are detected in the external environment. Thoughts, feelings, and memories of threatening events will also trigger exactly the same response. This is a direct, detectable, and well-documented phenomenon of mind affecting body. So if stressful, threatening events happen frequently, or did happen frequently in childhood, or if we're just thinking and remembering about stressful scenarios often, then sympathetic activation becomes the norm. And as we know, when the sympathetic nervous system is activated, all the other systems in the body are affected, mostly primed for action. But importantly, the digestion and immune system activity are inhibited, which is why the effects of a stressed out, dysregulated nervous system include recurrent infections, excessive inflammation, fatigue, and digestive issues. Does that sound familiar? We have an epidemic of disorders, both medically explained and unexplained, that start to make a lot more sense when they're seen through this lens. And helping people to recognize and regulate their own response to stress really needs to go hand in hand with normal medical care. Another mind-body experience that's mediated by the nervous system is our emotions. For most people, emotions have a really obvious mind-body quality. They occur rapidly, emerging from the unconscious, and affect both the way we think and our internal bodily sensations simultaneously. Emotional health is not about feeling calm and happy all the time. It's about being able to experience and turn towards the full range of human emotion without persistent overwhelm, without dissociative numbness, or without the need for emotional repression. When we look at physical health symptoms from this perspective, then we find that emotional dysregulation and repression of negative emotions seem to be linked to a wide range of health problems and chronic symptoms such as pain and fatigue. And building emotional resilience can vastly reduce the frequency and intensity of symptoms and completely alleviate them in some cases. We also know that early emotional trauma can have devastating effects on physical health in later life. The adverse childhood experience research is vast and compelling in this regard. Our thoughts and feelings are also instrumental in human behavior. And in every clinical interaction that we are asking our patients to change their behavior in some way, even if that's just to take a tablet every day. So if we don't ever really understand this internal relationship between thoughts, feelings, and actions, then our effectiveness is limited. And it's important to realize here that this doesn't mean you have to delve into all the contents of someone's internal world in order to help them to navigate all of this. Although those contents are vast and unique, the underlying structure of how the human mind works and in turn affects the body is very similar from one person to the next. As practitioners, we need to recognize that the mind and the body are not separate and understand how important and pervasive this revelation is in the way that we assess and treat our patients. And many of us, especially as generalists, GPs, we already have a really good feel for this, but we just don't know how to apply it effectively. Learning about health from this whole person integrated perspective helps you see how physical, mental, and emotional health are all linked together and each is equally important. It gives you the knowledge and the language to be able to explain and reframe many clinical situations, helping to support innate healing, psychological flexibility, and emotional resilience. And as a clinician learning about all of this, it doesn't just help your patients, you also learn so much about your own internal experience and how to manage your own health and stress levels. This is not about doctors becoming psychologists or therapists, but it's about recognizing that there is a mind alongside every body that we deal with. And even just understanding the basics about how the mind is influencing the physical conditions that we treat and the effectiveness of the treatments that we prescribe is absolutely vital. Thank you.